my movie recollection with Vincent Cloud.
Yeah, and your boy Scotty. I'm so cool. That's why I said it that way.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever called you Vincy?
Yes. Only when intimate, but yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, Vincy.
No, I take that back. No, I've been called Vincey plenty of times. Not only in intimacy, but yeah. Hey, speaking of intimate, you know what one does if you want to get intimate? Put on a movie,
Watch a
Scott.
movie.
Yeah. And if you're like, oh fuck this bitch, kick her out, bring in the next, put in another movie. All movies are random, and you talk to this girl for like 5 minutes, kick her
Oh
out.
yeah, I got loads of girls lined up ready to come over, so I'll just kick them to the curb and then bring the next one in.
This is the speed dating of movie reviews, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought you were like saying really throw a girl out and bring another in. I can't catch on as quick as I need to.
But we're gonna choose from each other's lists. Let's go with yours. How
Got
many do you have?
1 through 12.
1 through 12. Let's get in 10 or X.
Okay. It is 3 words, three
Starting
words,
with,
3 words, starting with B.
by the way, oh shit, that's not a movie at all. More of a, I don't know.
It's actually probably the most recent movie I've seen that's newer.
More 2000s movies, Scott.
Yeah,
Is that what we're
I gotta
doing?
sprinkle them in. By sprinkle, I mean clunks and just most of them.
What year?
2022.
Damn. Ah, shit. I might throw in the towel before I do, give me an actor. Actor?
The most famous person in here is Pete Davidson.
Oh, I know who that is, right? Oh, what is it called? King of Staten Island? Or no, what
It starts with a B.
the Bing of Staten Island. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Bodies,
Bodies.
bodies, bodies.
Oh shit. Okay. I've heard of that title. I didn't know he was in it.
Yeah, he is.
He's kind of a cameo though, right? Doesn't he just like kind of like die? Spoilers.
Spoilers. Hell yeah, he does.
Yeah. Is it good? I mean,
Oh, yeah, I suppose I should talk about it, right?
no, oh, actually I have to guess what it's about. I vaguely remember this being mentioned in a review online. That's why I know he dies, right? But
Hmm.
I don't remember what it's about. Maybe it's like a TikTok gone wrong or something like that, right?
It's
That's my guess.
typical. Some people are going to a random location out far away, and then suddenly someone dies, and then they're trying to figure out who the killer is amongst themselves.
Hmm. Okay.
So it's a lot of fun. And I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. It came recommended, so I made sure to check it out. I was going to check it out regardless, but then I heard it was pretty good, and there was a lot about it that I really enjoyed, and not just because it's kind of a mystery slash horror movie, but mainly because it is. But there is some comedy elements, but it's just a lot of tension and a lot of fun to see play out.
A good who done it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's awesome.
Very, very satisfying in that regard.
That's sweet. I mean, that's one of the better parts of Scream for my money.
Hmm.
So that's cool.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there's not much else to say. I mean, there's a couple actors that are in here that I want to continue to check out their work because I really enjoyed them in there. One being, what's her name? Give me a moment, Vince. I'll just be here
Wait,
trying to figure it out.
Scott,
Rachel Sennett.
Sonnet. Oh,
Yeah.
say no more, or say more, say less, whatever.
What
What
What do
I've
you want from me? Do you want me
what
to say more or
this
less?
this is what I want to say. Scott, I let you bend the rules every episode. A movie recollection to me is just going for the title. You, on the other hand, you look at the DVD, you open it up.
I wanted to tell you exactly the actress's name that I enjoyed, Vince. I'm sorry.
So it's the memory, Scott. All right.
I
So,
don't
anyways,
have one as good as yours. You go into these long tangents, and I'm like, how does he do it? How does he have all the thought and knowledge that of remembering the words that he wants to convey to the people?
all right,
And
all
I'm
right,
sitting
all
here
right.
like, I need to remember something about this shit.
Okay, okay. So basically, you're doing this podcast with you ever go bowling before, Scott?
I have, I have
Okay.
embarked in that adventure.
Do you know when they put up the bumpers like on the side so that your ball will not fall into the
That's very much. I mean, I choose like 12 movies each time because they're usually movies I've watched recently. So I have enough thought to where I can discuss them appropriately. Otherwise, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is a great movie. I remember there was a scene about a bowl. Uh,
All right, I appreciate it now. All right. Okay, I have another question though. Like Scream, they have an iconic looking killer. What's this killer look like?
um, I can't discuss what,
Without
like, right without spoiling
Oh,
what happens in the movie.
oh,
It's
interesting.
like I said, it's kind of a more of a who done it amongst the people there. So there's not necessarily a killer.
Okay, so it's like
Like
Friday the 13th part 1 where it's just the POV of the killer and you never really know, right? Is it like that?
no,
Oh shit.
not
Oh
really.
fuck. Oh, okay. All right.
I
Well,
think you should check it out. I know you won't, but it is worth the watch, I feel.
you
So for
read
anyone
me like
else
a
out
book.
there
All
who
right.
enjoys a good mystery,
Sweet. I mean, like I said, who done it? I dig them. So, yeah. All right, moving on to my list.
and then what is yours again? Hey, are you okay? You Mr. Coffee over here.
Mr. Coffee, Mr. Radar.
So
Uh,
yours is a letter and a number, correct?
1 through 10. Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I am drinking a Dr. Pepper cream soda, so we're gonna choose
X.
D4.
Wow. That's so weird. Okay. All right. Wow.
It's the same movie.
Yeah. Two-word title.
Oh wait, I forget. Yours actually does start with D, right?
Yes. Starts with D, two-word title. Um,
Dr. Pepper, baby. Um, it's Dr. something, right?
Comic book.
Dr. Dreamy. Is it Dr. Doom? That's not a movie, right?
Al
Doctor
Pacino.
Strange. Doctor Strange? Wow.
Warren Beatty.
So this is not.
Yeah, this isn't in the 2000s. I'm
I
sorry,
don't know. Then
Scott.
just forget it. Move. Let's move on. I don't even want to talk about it. I have no idea.
Well, good, because I'm out of suggestions and shit. Dick Tracy.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I was really like set on Doctor being the first part of it.
Oh. What do you remember of this? Have you seen it?
I have never seen it.
What do you think it's about?
I think it's about Well, I mean, it's about a detective, right? Who's going around trying to figure out something. It's someone comes to him. It's one of those noir movies, kind
Oh,
of.
there you go. Okay. Yeah. You're getting warmer. Noir, for sure. Yeah.
Tell me what it's about, Vinci.
It's oh my God, flashbacks. Oh, to the intimate moments. Uh it's Dick Tracy's doing his thing. Man,
Oh, okay.
I only saw this. I only saw this maybe twice. Once when I was very, very young, and then again when I was still young in the mind, Scott. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I was 5'11", but the
This is
mind.
why I pick movies that I've watched recently,
This is about
so we can discuss it.
I write down every single movie I've ever seen, whether it's good or bad or whatever. That's the main thrust of the idea. But it's a lot of fun because the comic characters, the criminals, it's like what's his name? He's got like a gigantic football head. Before Stewie, there was this guy. Al Pacino, he's this goofy ass fucking villain. Dustin Hoffman is called Mushmouth or something like that, where his face is squeezed off to the side, or no, he's called Mumbles. Yeah, I don't know. It's very unusual. But I love the color palette, the color, whatever. I think this looks like a very unique comic movie. Yeah, I think I enjoyed it. Oh, what's her name's in it? Madonna. You like Madonna, Scott?
Oh, I love Madonna. Don't get me started.
Do you like how she acts, Scott?
What is this voice?
I
I
don't
love
know.
it. You talk like that the rest of the podcast. Do you
I
like
want,
Madonna?
I want to. What do you? It's almost. Oh, it's Jimmy Stewart now.
Would you recommend it though?
I think so. I mean,
Worth at least to watch?
I think it is. Yep, I would say so.
Is it on any certain streaming that you know of? I'll look into it.
Mm,
Disregard that question.
stream of conscious. Almost left the N out. All right, let's go to your list. Oh, this is
All right. Well, don't pick
two.
that one. Two. Oh.
No, he's shuffling him. He's actually choosing which one we talk about.
No. All right. It is one word. Starts with an H.
Ah, hmm.
Actually, it has Al Pacino in it.
Heat, dude.
It is.
Heat's amazing. God
It
damn.
is.
Yeah. Fucking, we finally have the legendary actors, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, in the same on the same scene. Although it only happens like twice. Before this, it was in The Godfather Part Two, of course.
Mm,
But then one of the best ensemble casts of all time.
pretty good. It's pretty good, Vinci. Who are you rooting for during the movie?
I think De Niro. Al Pacino was ferocious. He loved fiercely. He also worked fiercely. But De Niro, he had a bit of a softness to it. He was just like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do. I can't do an impression, but yeah.
I think you should keep attempting it. Oh. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that he played a very good, tough guy with that just cared. So he cared about his group of people.
Yeah.
What was very sad to me, this there's this character in the movie who's a convict that got out of prison who just goes to work at this place and the manager's being a dick about it. I was sitting there just going, why is this character even here? Like, what is the point of this? But at the very end, he becomes the getaway driver who then immediately gets killed, and then I'm just like, oh no, I didn't know I liked the character so much, and now he's dead.
Yeah, that was the president from the show 24.
Dennis Halbert, is that his actual name, or is that his name in the show?
Oh, I have no idea, man. He was
Maybe I
also
could look at the.
if you enjoy flaunting it in my face, sure.
I've got this cover right here. I can check it out.
Oh, okay, so let's get the one thing out of the way. One of the greatest shootout bank heist things of all fucking
Oh
time.
my god, that's why I wanted to rewatch it recently. Was that moment where there's just so much gunfire and they're just going down the street and just so fun.
The sound is like I remember a making of where they're like any movie, you go in and you put in the sound effects, but they're like where we filmed that, the way the towers were around or the buildings, the echo was just horrendous. It was so fucking scary. And yeah, that's absolutely true. It that gun fire scene sticks with you. A lot of it is that fucking sound. It's crazy. Val Kilmer, I love Valley Kill, man.
Yeah,
And he gets
good.
he's like the reckless dude of the group, right? He has a beautiful fucking girlfriend and Ashley Judd, but he's a terrible gambler. You know, De Niro's doing the best he can to fucking help him, but he's just a constant fuck up, you know? Oh,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Oh man.
So okay, but on to you. Or sorry, moving on.
No, no. Are you kidding me? What about the guy who messes up in the first heist and he escapes? Remember, De Niro was like, "You motherfucker, you nearly cost us a lot of money." And he
Oh yeah.
escapes, and he's a fucking rapist. And what's his name, Guido or some shit like that? I don't
Well, that's
remember.
why he ends up not getting away at the end too,
Yes,
because
yes.
he's so obsessed with getting this guy and killing him for what he did. Like he basically ratted him out too. So he got away, then ratted him out. But I guess I mean they were going to fucking kill him. So
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But oh god damn it. But he was the one that fucked it up in the very beginning, you know? It's crazy. Uh oh, we got to remember De Niro though, his whole thing, the whole concept of heat is where he's like, don't get attached to anything that you're not willing to walk away when you feel the heat coming around the corner. And the whole time you're like, oh, you're not following your rules, De Niro. You're trying to get with that girl from some CBS show. I don't remember her
yeah,
name. Yeah. But then at the very fucking end, who's the heat? Al Pacino. De Niro leaves her fucking ass, man. He was a man of his word. It's
he
crazy.
tried to keep her, but he couldn't. So took off.
Shit. Okay. And regarding the end, I can't believe you wanted to move on so quickly. That's crazy. I'm in shock.
I was also kind of referencing how you
Oh,
say
all
moving
right.
on in the other podcast a lot.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so fucking terrible. So
It
offensive.
wasn't, and I never cared until, and then I just found it really funny that it was such a big deal in the last episode.
Okay. So the ending part, finally Al Pacino, because they had that one scene together, they're like, hey man, if it comes down to it, like we respect each other, but I'm gonna have to take you down. De Niro's like, mm, you know.
Yeah.
He never actually says it. He's just like, but okay, so it comes down to that last fucking chase, right? And during making of, Al Pacino said this weird thing. He's like, you know what, the inspiration, the motivation between that with that character is that he's on coke. he has a cocaine habit. And I'm like, wow, that seems almost unnecessary, but it explains his fucking behavior, where he's like,
Yeah.
you just gotta badass and shit like that. So like in the end, I'm like, this is like De Niro, you were never gonna win because you're up against Al Pacino, not just Al Pacino, but coked out Al Pacino. We're talking Scarface, you know what I mean? So I felt like he did not have the upper hand in that, and I feel bad for him.
I
Yeah,
I think that was the intention, that we were supposed to feel a little bad for De Niro. Yeah.
true. But the closing shot of those two fucking movie legends holding hands while fucking De Niro dies.
Yeah, it
And
was
that
weird that he had him just dragging his dead body across the cornfield for a little bit at the end there. I wish that was the end now. All
that's
right,
like
gotta get you to the morgue.
that's like some Freddy versus Jason shit, and then De Niro winks. All right, moving on. Moving on. Choose a letter and a number.
I'm gonna choose L5.
L5 is alive. 4, 5.
I
Oh,
need to go about this more strategically. I don't know any L movies.
well, if you know this one, it means you had a good childhood, or whatever the cliche is on Facebook. They're always just like, if you know this, you had a great childhood. 3 words, starts with an L.
Little Big League.
That'd be good. Bruce Willis. Ooh, oh shit, Scott. And really,
Bruce Willis with an L
I blame myself
letter
because
movie.
this is yet another movie that's before the year 2000.
Damn it, my only kryptonite.
Damon Wayans.
Oh, Last Boy Scout.
Nice. Have you seen it then, or
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, I watched it
Awesome.
probably 10 years ago, but I remember enjoying it quite a bit. I was actually just thinking about it recently because I wanted to do a rewatch. I don't
Yeah.
know, like it's so crazy that I was just thinking about this movie not too long ago.
Well, yeah, that was my reaction to Dick Tracy. Someone was talking about it or it popped in my head, and I'm like, that's so crazy that we're gonna talk about this now. So
Is this the
weird.
movie where the guy is like, "You think you're so fucking cool, right? So fucking cool." Like to Bruce Willis. Is that this movie?
It might be. Go on.
Like
What else happens?
the villain says that. That's like the only part I remember.
Is he kind of like a smaller dude? He's not like I remember he's talking to Damon Wayans. He's like, "You must be James." And Damon Wayans is like, "James?" Like that. Is it that guy?
I don't know.
I think it is though. Don't they get in a fight at a football game, right? At the very end?
I don't remember anything else about the movie. I just remember you think it's so fucking cool, right? And I hope that's even in this movie.
It, dude, that sounds right. But I want to throw in stuff that, yeah, I'm gonna have to do all the heavy lifting up for this one. There's an awesome part where Bruce Willis uppercuts a dude and he just dies, and there's like, holy shit, he just fucking punched his nose into his brain, right? And that's always lived with me. And I've gone on to watch a lot of UFC. That doesn't exist. That's not
I
possible.
remember that being like a thing when we were kids. Just uppercut him in the nose and go straight into his brain and dead. I do remember that as a child
Yeah.
hearing that. So maybe someone else in Hollywood heard that at the same time because grew up in the 90s and they were like, let's do that. That sounds dope.
Well, this is Shane Black, dude.
Oh,
Fucking
did
Lethal
he like
Weapon.
write this?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. In fact, I remember apparently it made news because he sold this script for like the biggest payouts in spec script history at the time. Yeah.
I mean, that duo alone, like that sounds, it's a great combination. Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis. Damn.
Yeah, I'm probably a bigger fan of the Wayans brothers. I do like Bruce Willis though. That's not, I'm not shitting on the guy at all. But great combo, very funny. It's got that girl. It's got his daughters from Michael Myers 4, Halloween 4.
Oh, Daniel Harris,
Is that her name?
the
Yeah.
girl,
Yep. Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah. Which is
She was
cool.
in this movie called Killer Bud, where they like go to this grocery store after getting high to get more food, and then they get trapped in the grocery store. Anyway, this movie is not that.
um, what else? It
You're
was
not lifting too heavily over there, Venti. Come on.
no, there's a lot when they're driving.
I almost told you, like, spoilers. I haven't seen it forever. I want to go in blind. But no, we must discuss.
They're driving so fast where like Damon Wayans is like, if we go any faster, we're gonna travel back through time. I don't know. Shane Black, king of the one-liners, right?
I've always
Really,
wanted to watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Is that the full name?
that is good. That is good. I kind of half watched it at the time, but everyone was like, holy shit, that was really good. I'm like, I do remember some stuff. Val Kilmer, Downey. Yeah, good shit. Shane Black, classic. I think this stacks up. This might be better than Lethal Weapon.
Oh shit! Oh,
I'm not really sure, but it's up there for me. Yeah. All right. Should we go to one more movie? Seal the shit up?
let's do it. I took out the other movies, so
Give
it
me a
changed to
three.
1 through 10. Three. I'm not going to choose this movie. I'm just going to choose this one
No,
over here.
no, don't,
It's another
please.
2000s movie.
I
You
don't care.
always
I don't
choose the
care.
2000
I
movies.
don't care. The thing is, play it out for real. What was it?
I've
What
got
is it?
90s movies, 80s movies, and you're choosing all these.
It's
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 word title starts with A.
Oh, I thought you were throwing a fit. Like when someone's mad and they're trying to like calm themselves down, they're like, just count to 10. 1, 2, 3. I'm like, holy shit.
Yes, I get that enraged at this type of thing in daily life. Oh, he's
What's
making me choose this 2000s movie.
the years that I love?
I
All
mean, it
right.
starts with the letter A, but it really starts with the letter M.
Who's in it?
Seth MacFarlane.
Oh, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yes, sir.
Never saw it. Never saw it. I watched a review of it. I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out when it comes to Seth MacFarlane. I like American
I
Dad.
I love American Dad's my favorite show. This
Right.
movie is not very good though.
Okay. All right. Now we're talking. Go on.
Well, you know, I like him as a live action performer. I wish that it did well so he could have done other stuff live action wise that isn't through Orville because I'm not a fan of that. But
Hmm.
it's just kind of boring. There's the jokes are really stupid. I mean, they literally are showing just ways to that people died back then and thinking it's funny. There are a few funny moments. Like there's a brawl that happens in the tavern, and then him and his buddy are like, they don't want to fight. So they're like, oh, they're just like pretend fighting over in the corner. That made me chuckle. I love Family Guy. I mean, it's typical like crude sophomore humor. So I'm generally a fan of that. But this movie is it just didn't wet my whistle. I
All
said
right.
that like I was in the West back in the day.
Wait,
Wet my whistle.
well, tell our nation, I believe my whistle's dry. Well, you know what? I don't know. I think I talked
So
about
why are you
Ted,
1 foot in, 1 foot out?
American Dad. That's it. Like I like American Dad.
And that's not even really his creation. He just helped
Oh, really?
get it sold.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, he created it, co-created it with, but it's Mike Barker and Matt Weinstein's or whatever their names are.
Okay.
I swear it's my favorite show, though. I typically would know the name.
Okay, well, I like the show. It started to kind of dip and kind of go Family Guy-ish a little bit, but then they went to TBS and I liked that change. Yeah.
Anyway, this movie, Giovanni Ribisi's in there.
Oh,
I really like
ooh.
him a lot. Charlize Theron, whatever her name is, I like her a lot.
The wrong? The thong?
The thong, Charlize the thong.
Why not? We have Megan the Stallion. Charlize the thong. Holy shit.
Hey,
That's like a Madonna midlife crisis sort of change, man. Or Prince. Yeah. Charlize the thong.
but yeah, it's just not a great movie. Yeah, I understand why it ended up uh bombing. It's just
Mm.
not as good as it needs to be.
Well, let's talk about his shows just a little bit more.
Mm.
So, Cleveland, the best part was the dynamic between the father and the son. A lot of
I
the
really like
stuff,
the Cleveland show.
yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But yeah, I love Junior, but he's not on Family Guy as much as I want him to be.
I was pretty disappointed with that. Yeah, like I
Hey,
think he's been in
Dad,
3 scenes.
and if I fail sharp, I would disappoint my father. And
Oh
I've
my
never
God,
disappointed my father.
have you been practicing this impression? Because it's dead on.
See, I'd rather do that than talk about a million ways to die in the West.
I would as well. I would talk about American Dad and whatnot for days. But me and my buddy actually were discussing season 16 because he doesn't watch them as quickly. He waits till they come to Hulu. So we kind of just would
Mm.
have Hulu up and show the first episode, and then we would just discuss and critique everything about that certain episode and go to the next one. It's great that I have this friend who is also obsessed with American Dad because otherwise I don't know what I'd do in life.
I think the world needs an American Dad podcast, man. And Scott, you got to
There's
start it.
these two girls actually started one, and I
Really?
was super pumped about it. But then they did 4 episodes and like dumb bitches stopped.
What was, what was it? What was it called?
I wish I recalled.
Hmm. Um, yeah, that's something, right? When someone starts a podcast and you're like, oh, and then you realize, oh, this was from like 4 years ago, and this is only the fourth episode. Yeah,
I
I get
thought you
that.
were going to give me shit for stopping Clinton folk with beer recently. It's great when they start, but then they stop. Dicks.
No, this is you're in your TBS phase or something. I don't know.
We're between seasons right now.
Yes, yes, exactly.
All right, we got a minute 30 left. Let's do one of your movies.
There's
Uh
oh my god,
T8.
T8. Oh my gosh, this is so rushed. This is a dry rub. All right, T8. Is that what you said?
Yes, you're wasting time.
No, this deserves more.
Transformers.
I'm not gonna talk about it. No, this movie seriously. Okay, I'll just Troy. Troy deserves more than just like a minute of
You can
time.
do it in 50 seconds. It's fine.
No, I love Troy, man. I'm not gonna do it dirty like that. It needs at least a before you get in there, man. You can't run in there dry,
It
baby.
was an amazing movie. I went and saw it in theaters way back when.
Me too. On a date, beat that.
I was just with my buddy.
All right, so like, subscribe, comment. This was my movie recollection with Vincent Cloud.
Yeah.
Say your name.
My Scott.
Uh, all right, man. Well, I'm just gonna let it run
We're not
out.
gonna we're not gonna come back and actually discuss that movie. That's just the end. I love it. Okay.
I think no, actually, we could make sure to talk about it next time we talk.